In the summertime, when the weather is high, you can stretch right up and touch the sky. When the weather's fine, you got women on your mind.
Welcome to summer. No outdoor activities for me today. Hey Jonesy, it's even too wet for you, isn't it, mister? Well, let's have a little update on the carnivorous plants, because they're doing really well. When I bought the Sarracenia, it already had these two great big pictures on it. And as it's grown, it's been really interesting watching how these pictures form, because you'll start off with something like that, just a fairly standard looking strap shaped leaf, and then it will start, where are we, there we are, it will start to just form a little nick in the end there. And then as that progresses and grows, that becomes a little bit more prominent, and you can see the sort of the formation of the lid there at the end. And as it does that as well, it starts to form a bit of a tube down the back, look. It starts to bulk out on one side and form the tube. Then it will start to look like this. You can really see that tube on the back now, starting to fatten out, and you can see the top of the picture there, it's just starting to look like it's going to form a little split down the middle. That's the most advanced one I've got at the moment that hasn't yet turned into a full-on picture, but it's been fascinating watching them. They're doing really well. They seem to like it in the conservatory here. Now the Drosera as well, the Sundew, you can see that that's really put on a lot of growth. Also really liking it out here, and covered in little fruit flies and gnats. Now the Venus flytrap, that's got some really impressive traps on it now. I'll just put my thumb there for comparison. There you go. Making some really nice big traps. It's also putting out two little flower heads. I'm not sure whether I'm going to let it flower or not, because being a young plant, really you want it to put all of its energy into its crown at this stage in its life. But I am curious, I might just leave them and see what the flowers look like. It's been catching lots of flies. There goes one in there, well, the remains of one in there, and there's one sitting in there as well, look. Been catching plenty of flies, as has the pitcher plant. Now the two Nepenthes I've got, you can see this one did actually suffer in the cold a little bit. You see a couple of the leaves have gone brown. That was a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago when I first got it and put it out here. We did get a couple of nights which were only 5 or 6 degrees out here. It didn't like it very much. This one came along a couple of weeks later and it didn't see that cold, and there's no damage there. That one's looking much happier. No comment on those chili peppers. They are appalling. I don't know what's going on with some of the plants this year. We'll get up to the allotment at some point and I can show you what's doing well and what isn't up there. Some of it is, some of it's not, but as long as the weather stays like this, I'm staying indoors, I think. Right, see you soon.